The Dubois County 4-H Fair is coming up, and really for the most part it's Monday through Thursday of next week, but there are some activities that go on other days. Joining us in the studio is Jennifer Monarch McGuire. She is the Youth Development Educator with Purdue Extension for Dubois County. And Jennifer, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill.
We mostly wanted to get you on because you're still in need of volunteers to help at the Dubois
Yes,
County
I
Fair.
am. So,
what kind of volunteers? What do they do? I mean, is it like running carnival rides, or is it
well, we do have volunteers to do that, but those are already kind of set up, so we don't have to worry about those right now. Well, the fair is a big event every year. It's like our biggest celebration for our entire program, and it just requires a lot of people. And a lot of times the people we would normally pull from, our 4-H volunteers, well, they're already busy doing things at the 4-H fair. They have kids, things like that. So a lot of times we can't pull from them as much. So we still need people to help with lots of things. We have a few different jobs you could help with. This doesn't require any prior knowledge or anything like that. The main thing that would really be helpful would be get some more what we call project security. So we have all these 4-H members. You know, we have almost 900 4-H members. They all work very hard on projects that get displayed in the buildings. And the last thing we'd want was for one of them to get broken by someone from the outside public, or for someone to take one. So we do need people to be in those buildings to make sure people are treating that stuff properly. A lot of times it's just even little kids going through and yanking on stuff or touching the farm scenes because they just look cool. And so we do need people to be in each of the buildings if we want to keep them open. So right now we have a couple of evenings where we don't have anybody signed up. I think it's like Wednesday and part of Thursday and stuff. So we desperately need people to do that if we want to be able to keep those buildings open during the fair, which I think a lot of people, that's a fun part of the fair, is to come walk through our buildings, see all the projects. So yes, if you know, and really all it requires is to kind of hang out, maybe walk around a little bit, and that's it. It's about 2 hours of your time is all we're asking.
And these are the folks you see at sitting in the chairs or
yeah.
at the
yeah.
Okay.
And then, I mean, they're really, again, it's not a lot we're asking, but the shifts are about 2 hours and 15 minutes because we want to keep the buildings open from 5 to 9:30. So about that long would be each shift.
So what should they do? If somebody's got some time, they'd like to help out. I mean, if they show up Monday and say, I'm ready, I can help you Tuesday, that would be nice, but you'd like to know ahead of time.
Yes, we would. So we're not like frantic, or we don't assume that we have no one and then go ahead and shut down the buildings, because that might happen. So we could, if you're interested in volunteering, and again, I've just been talking about project security, but we have lots of things you can volunteer for. Project check-in is actually Friday the 14th, and that requires lots of work and things like that. So we could still use a few helpers for that, or assisting judges with like their paperwork and things like that. We usually need volunteers to do that. And then with our tighter schedule this year, we will have less time to get the buildings ready for Monday when people come into them. So Sunday we're requesting lots of volunteers to help us, make the buildings look pretty and move around the project. So any of that sounds appealing to you, we could really use your help, and you can either contact our office. The number is 812-482-1782. We can help get you started, or you can always just go online. We do have a tiny URL that you can go to. It's tinyurl.com/DuBois4H Fair Volunteer. So if you go there, you can see all the shifts that are available yourself, which would probably be the easiest way. You can look and see what maybe you could do and what maybe you couldn't do. And then we hope that you would look and see where maybe there's nobody versus adding that, like there's 4 people there and you're adding the 5th slot. Maybe go somewhere where there's not someone already. So we could definitely have everything covered.
Okay, so you need volunteers, and it's really simple. No heavy lifting.
No.
Just pretty simple. Just sit and watch it.
If you're someone, I mean, it can be hot at the fair. We do know that. So if you would like a job that maybe you can do in the air conditioning, call our office. We do have jobs to do in the AC too. Like we have all these score sheets after everything's judged, and we have to sort through those so they can be given back to the members at the end of the fair. And so that takes a little bit of our time too. So if you want to just sort through score sheets, you can do that as well. I mean, there's lots of little things like that you could help with that, and that could easily be done in our office in the air conditioning at the fairgrounds too. So
okay, so this is a call for volunteers to help at the Dubois County 4-H Fair this year.
Yes.
And you're needing help really from this Friday all the way through next Thursday. And any day, any bit of time that you can
help next Friday at Project Checkout. So that's not quite as crazy as Project Check-In or some of the stuff we need during the fairs, but maybe you're not available during the fair, and if you could help out at Project Checkout, that's still helpful for us, because sometimes people will take the wrong things in the buildings, and we need people out there while we're trying to give out score sheets, or vice versa, you know, so we could use some more help there as well. So
Okay, so just contact the Extension office
Yes.
and let them know that you want to help. Is the Extension office still where you were, or when do you go out to the fairgrounds?
We move out this week. It's on Wednesday, so I believe that's tomorrow. So that's when we're going to move everything out to the fairgrounds, so we won't be in our normal location. So if you need to call us then, you would call the fairgrounds number, which I believe is 812-482-2434. Sorry, I have to think a little bit more about that number, but you could call the fairgrounds and we'd be answering that phone at that time. Or you can also leave us a message, and we'll be trying to check the messages. But again, the quickest way would be to call the fairgrounds after Wednesday.
Or just stop by.
Stop by.
Yeah, stop by in person and sign up.
We won't be upset if you randomly show up and be like, I'm here to help. But it's always helpful if we know in advance how many people we have. So
now the fair does start on Monday.
Yes.
And it's a Monday through Thursday schedule, which is different.
Yes, it is. It is different. They shortened it a day. And, you know, I think partly just with the heat and everything, that it's just helpful for the animals not to be out there as long and things like that. So they did shorten it a day, and it starts a little earlier than last year. So it's Monday through Thursday. And so those are the days that you can come. There will be rides. There will be the food booths open. There will be the 4-H project buildings open, hopefully. And all of that kind of stuff will be happening on those 4 days. They do have other events carrying into Friday and Saturday, but those are not official 4-H fair days. So don't be coming to expect to get, you know, like your elephant ear or your go see the animals. That stuff won't be there after Thursday.
But Friday night there is a grandstand event, and Saturday night there is a grandstand event.
Yes, so they do have the grandstand event on Friday, and that is the ATV flat drag that they typically have each year. So they're still having that, and I believe the price for that is $10. So if you want to go to that, that's $10. And then they also have the lawnmower and car demolition derby on Saturday, and the price for that is $10 or $20 for a pit pass. So those are both still happening. They're just kind of outside the normal range of the fair. So Friday evening and Saturday evening, there are still events to go to, and we will still have a food booth down in the grandstand area open as well for those events. So don't think you'll starve, but we just won't have all the other things going on.
And it is fair time in Indiana. I know the Pike County Fair is going on right now. We'll go on the rest of this week. Perry County starts Friday.
Yes.
Davies County starts Friday, I think, too. Martin County starts Friday. Dubois County Fair is next Monday through Thursday, but grandstand events Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
But the full fair is Monday through Thursday.
That's
and you
correct.
need volunteers
Yes,
to
we
help
do.
you out.
Yes, we
different
do.
things.
So feel free. You can go to our website to check out all the fair events. One thing they are doing this year is they're offering a family pass. So if you want to go to grandstand events and save a little bit of money, you can buy a family pass, and you get 5 for basically the price of 4. And even if you don't have a large family, maybe there's just 2 of you, but you want to go to multiple events, you would still be able to get into 5 events for the price of 4.
So it helps you out that way.
So yeah,
Excellent.
so even if maybe you wanted to go to 3 events with just 2 people, you could still save money that way too, because you're not going to be paying the full price. And those are available. Those would be available at the fair office as soon as we move out there. So after Wednesday, you can come and get those there, or you can get them right there at the event. They'll be selling them there too. So.
The Dubois County Fair will be here before you know it. And if you'd like to help out, please contact Jennifer or somebody in the office.
Please.
All right.
Definitely.
Jennifer, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you, Bill.
Jennifer Monarch McGuire, the Youth Development Educator with Purdue Extension, has been our guest. We hope to see you at the Dubois County Fair.